Hello and welcome back to another video of Brotato. Today we're going to be playing the Gladiator, and we can see here that we get plus 20% attack speed for every different weapon we have, up to 6 weapons, and we also have plus 5 melee damage. However, we do have negative 40% attack speed, so if you add these two together, it ends up being a net positive of 80% if we equip 6 different melee weapons. Yeah, because we cannot equip ranged weapons, and we also have negative 30 luck to start. Well, today we are going to be starting out with a precise weapon, and there are definitely different ways to play this character. Personally, I think going with precise weapons is a pretty good way, because you want to really utilize that melee damage, since you start out with such a nice boost. Basically, you have a ton of melee damage and attack speed to start. You want to try and get crit chance and damage percent, and what better way to do that than by using precise weapons, which give you 15% crit chance. So today we're going to be doing exactly that. And we can also take a bit of luck. We can lock the coupon. Precise weapon, perfect. Precise weapon, and there you go, look at that. We already have 3 precise weapons. The one small issue is that it is going to be very difficult to actually equip and upgrade all 6 of them. For one, because we're going to be using 6 different weapons, so we can't just hold multiple copies of the same weapon in our inventory and then combine them. And then the other issue is that we have negative 30 luck. So that means we do still end up taking, or regardless, we do still end up taking a bit of luck here and there. If we get offered it, if we find some items that are good for it, we will take them. We're not just going to completely be ignoring luck just because we have a negative amount to start with. Your chance is great. And look at that, a lightning shiv already. So what I'm going to do is actually just buy the coupon first here, and I will lock the propeller hat as well. Oh, I'll lock that as well. So that is one of the precise weapons we want. Generally speaking, it doesn't really matter which precise weapons you get. You just want to have 6. And of course the tier 1s, the tier 1 precise weapons that you can find are going to, or like they can find easily, are going to be the lightning shiv, which we have in the shop locked, the scissors, the primitive sharp tooth, and the knife, and also the, what's it called? The claw, which is the fist looking one. And finally, the Thief Dagger. Those are the 6 precise weapons that we're probably going to find, but we will take pretty much any of them. I will also take more luck here. Go ahead and buy this luck first, buy this curse, buy this, and reroll. And there's the claw, look at that. Speak and you shall receive, ask and you shall receive, right? So now we have, okay, currently we only have 3 different weapons equipped. But we're about to put on the lightning claw and, or say the claw and the lightning shiv, which is going to make it 5 different weapons. And then we will have a huge amount of attack speed from that. And 20% attack speed is maybe not, it's like, maybe it's not clear to some people how much 20% attack speed is. But to put it into perspective, a tier 1 upgrade of attack speed gives you 5 attack speed. That's it, just 5. And a tier 4 upgrade, the maximum you could get on a level up, is it gives you 20%. So if you get 80% attack speed to start, it's like you're starting the game with 4 max tier attack speed upgrades. That is insane. So it is much better than it probably seems to some people. Also, the bag is really good. Plus 15 materials when you pick up a crate. That's pretty much just like free materials. It's you don't really have to think about it too much. You just take it and roll with it. Okay, we also got scissors, perfect. Now you can see we already have quite a few tier 2 weapons, but it's difficult. We had to skip a claw there because, again, since we are using a ton of different weapons, it's very difficult to upgrade them properly. That's kind of where the negative luck comes in. If you could easily get a lot of luck, you could just find tier 2 copies in the shop and then buy them and combine them with your tier 2s that you have. But since it's actually pretty difficult to get your luck out of the negatives, at least in the early game, you're not going to really get lucky and just find a tier 2 or tier 3 weapon. You have to get your luck up, which is why we took the propeller hat and also why we took a few luck upgrades when we leveled up. Okay, perfect. Melee damage is great, plus 4 and plus 7 and plus 1 armor. So this item, the helmet, you do lose 2 speed, but I think it's actually pretty cost efficient. You pretty much lose 2 speed, which is not that important. Speed is great. You want speed, yes. However, it's not like you need that much speed. While on the other hand, you would like to have at least quite a bit of armor to make your run safer. Do you need it necessarily? Not necessarily. You don't really need armor, nor do you need like, 70, 80 max HP. You could get away with just maybe 40 max HP and even just 5 armor. However, that means you're going to have to play extraordinarily well and also hope that you don't just make a mistake, right? Because if you make one single mistake, it could get you killed. So it is much easier to just pick up armor where you can, and then pick up some other nice stats where you can that will help you stay alive. Lifesteal is very good, max HP, same thing. Very defensive stats, but they will be good for us. The beanie's also good, and so is injection. The coffee. So we do have a ton of attack speed, but I still think this is worth taking, which means we are going to be taking it here. And I didn't have to combine them, but there's no real difference for me. It's technically better to just have 6 weapons than to combine there. Wow, I got hit for 9. I kind of walked into that because I felt like wanted to cough for a second, so I was trying to hold it in. Yeah, okay, we're doing well. Let's focus on the walrus for a second. Okay. So the most dangerous things here are probably going to be the clams, which are the ones... Oh, it died immediately. Spawn on top of me. But the clams are the ones that can shoot the projectiles. And then we have also the walruses, which do the charging. However, the walruses, there are not that many of them, and if you clear them out at the start, then you don't really have to worry about them anymore. Hunting trophy, wow, that's a huge reward. So now we have a 1 in 3 chance on kill, when we get critical kills, critical hits to kill, I mean, to get materials back. That is very nice. Now we are in the positive on luck, and we found Insanity, plus 6% crit, minus damage percent. Very good for us. We also got a Cursed Fist. This is absolutely worth taking. If this were your own run, I would tell you guys to take it, but we're going to skip it here. We also got a Scar, another Sharp Tooth. Let's see, can we combine it? Oh, we actually got a Thief Dagger. Oh, okay, we're going to lock it for now. That means we might end up selling this Sharp Tooth just to get the 6th unique weapon. Because currently we're sitting at 5 unique weapons. If we get the Sharp Tooth, it'll be maxed out. And we'll have an amazing, or like ridiculous, not even amazing, ridiculous amount of attack speed. And yeah, the Gladiator. This guy is very strong. It is definitely... I don't want to say not that he's not consistent. He's very consistent. But the issue is my run is going to look like the progression in my run is going to look pretty different from the progression in your run. Because we're not starting with one weapon and only focusing on that weapon. And then, I could say, oh, at this point in the run, you should have this many tier 3s, this many tier 2s. You also, you may find more luck items than me. You may find less luck items than me. So it can be a little bit more variance when you play this character. But all in all, I'd say he's so strong that you're definitely going to end up being very strong in your own run regardless. Look at this. See, we can't buy any of these, right? They're all tier 1. So we are going to sell this and just go and pick up the Thief Dagger. Plus sunglasses, 10% crit chance. Very nice. Another coffee. And again, all tier 1 weapons, we cannot pick them up because our weapons are pretty much all tier 2 at this point. I will say, if we get all of our weapons to tier 3, that's already good enough. If you manage to get all tier 4 weapons, you are 1, incredibly lucky, and 2, definitely going to overkill the bosses, because you don't actually need tier 4 weapons on this character. Part of his balance is that the ridiculous amount of attack speed that you get is kind of held back by the fact that it's difficult to upgrade your weapons fully. If you manage to upgrade your weapons fully, yeah, the run is definitely over. Also, I have to be a little careful. I'm kind of letting enemies hit me a bit too much. Let's make sure we focus up here at the end. I'm also going to kill this one. I did leave one of these spawning enemies alive, the ones that lay eggs. They're called like Diplocalis, I think, or something. They have like a weird name. But they lay eggs. I left it alive because if the eggs hatch, I can... Oh, the jelly. Oh my god, sorry about that. I'm a little sick. Okay, yeah, plus 6 max HP is good. But yeah, the jelly is great. Also, more luck. It's kind of built like specifically for this character. But yeah, as I was saying, I did leave the enemies that spawn eggs alive for a bit. Oh, nice, a knife. Oh wait, we have a tier 3 knife. Okay, well, goodbye knife. I guess we don't need you. We are going to take the decomposing flesh. Yeah, I left them alive. Let me finish the sentence. I left the Diplocalysts alive to lay eggs, because when the eggs hatch into slashers, you can kill them for way more materials. So I was purposefully letting them hatch. +2 armor is very good. We can go in and take that. And a salt water is very nice. +2 melee damage, +3% attack speed, and some other stats that we like. More damage percent is good, and a scar, ugly tooth, and missile is very good. Generally, I don't like the missile. I think it's a very weak, or like, it's just, it's just not an item I tend to like very much. It's definitely good. It's just, I don't like the stat allocation. Like 10% damage percent for 4% attack speed doesn't feel very good to me. It is definitely good. It's just personal, maybe personal preference, I guess. But in this case, we have so much attack speed, it's absolutely worth buying. Just look how quickly we're killing enemies with tier 2 weapons, by the way. These are tier 2. We have one single tier 3 weapon, and we're not even close to having capped out crit chance. It really just shows how easy, or how, not how easy necessarily, but how strong the Gladiator is, or can be. You just get all 6 of your weapons, and you upgrade them a little bit, pick up some more crit chance, and you turn into a monster relatively quickly. Okay, there we go. Another 560 materials. Melee damage, sure. Damage percent, sure. We'll just take those. Pick up all of these items. Let's see, more max HP is good. Another knife, and we can't get it. Okay, well, we did get a lightning shiv upgrade. Oh, and a scissors, perfect. Plus a tree. Okay. So I did pick up an ugly tooth there, which basically makes it so that on hit, we slow enemies by a percentage, up to 20%. And then the other item I got there was the tree, which makes it so trees spawn more often. And the reason we want that is because trees have higher chances to give loot crates. So the more trees we see and break, the higher the chance we can find some loot crates. I let the shark, or the goblin shark, hit me, and it barely did any damage. So we're actually pretty tanky at this point in the run. Also, is this a horde wave? I guess it must be. There's so many enemies spawning here. They're crazy. I think this is a horde wave. I didn't even notice because we're handling it so well that I haven't really felt any pressure. Coming for all the trees and the loot goblin, or loot alien. There we go, thank you for the loot crate. Another tree here. No loot crates. We did have, we have gotten to this wave already, so it's not like we didn't get any. And there you go, 750 materials and 2 loot crates. Sure, we'll take a lumberjack shirt. And we do not want to lose crit chance. We want to get crit chance. So we hit level 15, so this is always going to be a tier 3 upgrade. And perfect, crit chance, there you go. And we also got a lure, which can summon 2 loot aliens for us to kill. Melee damage and crit chance, perfect for us. Damage percent for range is good. Oh, the poisonous tonic. Plus 10% attack speed. We don't really need that. But it does give crit chance and a bit of range, which we are in the negative, so that's perfectly fine. Plus a small fish is also worth it. We have way too much attack speed. It's good to trade some of that. And the jelly. Generally speaking, I'd be skipping the jelly on almost every character, especially in my guide videos, since what I tend to do is only focus on taking one weapon and making a solid strategy around it. That doesn't mean that's my guide show you the strongest strategy, but it will show you, consistent strategies for winning that you can easily follow along, right? So in this case, if I find something ridiculous like a legendary weapon, I'm not going to take it, right? Because obviously if you find a legendary weapon, it's not going to be difficult from that point on. You're just going to one-shot most things. Or another example is like cursed weapons. I'm going to probably end up skipping, even if I find some, like a cursed tier 4 knife. I'll most likely skip it. Anyways. Yeah, just look at this. Look how much materials. Look how many materials we're getting every single wave. We're about to get 600 here. And there you go, 650 again. And a bone dice. Okay, we're going to be losing a lot of max HP, but I think it's fine. This will give us more damage percent stacking alongside the lifesteal stacking we have from the decomposing flesh. Damage percent, armor is really good. Melee damage also very good. And we got a tier 3 claw. I actually wish this were a tier 2 because we want it, of course, but we could have combined it. More lifesteal is pretty good. We can go and take that. And a Thief Dagger upgrade, nice. Plus a Vigilante Ring. It's definitely early enough that I think this is worth it. 8 rounds of Vigilante Ring stacking is great. Plus a Ritual will give damage percent and more lifesteal. Just look how hard we're hitting at this point. This is like very high damage considering how much attack speed we have. Hitting this hard is really good. Really, really good. So whatever elite we fight on wave 15 is going to get crushed. Oh my god. Yeah, here we go. We also, you can see we also almost have all tier 3 weapons, so we're definitely in a pretty good position right now. But I would say it's not necessarily super lucky, it's just like, this is pretty average, I'd say. Considering it's wave 13, we still have a tier 2 weapon, no tier 4 weapons at all. Yeah, definitely just average, nothing too crazy. But like, we have not been struggling regardless for this entire run. There's not really been a point where we were struggling. Even during that horde wave, we just kind of crushed everything. Another 500 materials, perfect. Oh, this is really good because we don't care about HP regeneration. So when we kill an enemy, we just have a chance to heal. It's pretty nice. Recycle that. 3 armor is great. More luck. More damage percent for range. Good trade for us. More max HP is good. And lifesteal for harvesting. We could actually take that, but I'm going to skip it for now. Because I don't want to have negative harvesting when it's still this early in the run. And the lifesteal is not going to be that impactful. Oh, I just walked in. I just walked into the walrus after I let him hit me with a charge. Okay, I'm gonna blame the fact that I don't feel great today. So, no one judge me, please. Thank you. Even if we get hit twice in a row and we walk into the enemy, we're still fine. That just goes to show how strong the Gladiator is, right? I should probably kill the stonefish in the bottom right. It's a little blue enemy with the like the mohawk. This one here. You see it's kind of like waddling through the center. It just died. That one can buff enemies. Yeah, see there's another one on my left again. Look at that. Stonefish right here. One under me as well. Yeah, these guys will buff up their teammates and also shoot projectiles. So getting rid of them will probably help you. If you see them, just try and focus on them first. Oh, there's a sea pig. Nice. Okay, so we get additional curse for killing the sea pig. We don't need range damage. Oh, a dangerous bunny is good. And a potato. I wish this gave crit chance. I think we should still take it. It gives luck, it gives armor, it gives speed. We need all of those. Attack speed is an overkill, but damage percent, lifesteal, all of these are pretty good stats. Oh, like just generally, it's pretty good. And then plus 2 melee damage is great. We could also take a repost just to get the melee damage. Melee damage is extremely high value on us. Oh, this elite is very easy. You just don't really have to do much in phase 1, and then phase 2, you just move slightly most of the time, and you can dodge his abilities. And he's gone. There you go. Super easy. So yeah, that guy, I forgot if... Is that the giant isopod? I forgot which one he is. What's his name? I think it's the giant isopod. Yeah, super easy boss kill. Or elite kill, I should say, sorry. Not... I kind of see them as bosses, though. They're just like mini bosses. Elites. It's kind of similar, right? Elite, mini boss. Well, this wave is, kind of pathetic. I feel like the other waves were harder than this, no? Yeah, we are really good at killing elites and bosses and all. So, yeah, nothing really to say much. And we didn't even get a real item. We're just gonna go and recycle this. Damage percent, ooh, 16%. Yeah, I have to take that. That's huge. Melee damage, cake for more HP to be safe. A cacti club. If this were your run, you could take this. I would absolutely tell you to. It does 200 damage and can crit for 2.3 times damage multiplier. That's very good. But obviously we're going to skip it because we are doing our consistent, easy to follow run. So we're not going to take that. We have a metal, but we can't take that either because we don't want to lose crit chance. We actually want to get more crit chance. We're still not capped yet. Okay. Also, if you kill these pods before you kill the stargazers, which are the little enemies that try to walk into the pod, then they will get enraged. You see this one on my bottom left? I'm letting him chase me. I killed his pod, so now he's chasing me and he's enraged. It doesn't really matter, especially in our run. But that's something to keep in mind. It's just one of the enemy mechanics. And then if you do let them spawn, they will spawn a dragonfish, which is like a huge enemy that okay, I keep killing them. I want to let one of them live so they can spawn a dragonfish so you guys can see. Oh, there's one on the bottom. Yeah, look at this. This is the dragonfish. It just goes around and shoots like little lines of projectiles out. It's not really dangerous, like it doesn't matter, but you don't necessarily want it to spawn, so you can just go and kill it if you see them. See the guys walking towards the pods? Sure, we'll take a baby gecko. We don't need that though. More damage percent, sure. More damage percent again. And now we could get XP gain and melee damage. You know what? Sure, we'll take it. Allure, okay. More crit chance, that's really good. 10% crit chance. So currently our lowest crit chance weapon is the, let's see, what is it? The lightning shiv at 69% crit. So we can still get quite a bit of crit chance and not feel like it's wasted. We don't really need the banner. We have so much attack speed. But I think it's actually okay to take because we have 120% damage percent and also 120% attack speed. So we still want to get more of those stats regardless. But that just means that if they are kind of equal, we can pretty much take either of them. And usually you will actually end up having more attack speed. Not on the Gladiator, just in general. Because the way a damage percent scaling works in this game is much lower than attack speed. Attack speed goes like in intervals of 5, from 5 to 20. Like for each tier, of course, right? Tier 1 to 4. So tier 1 attack speed is 5. Tier 4 attack speed is 20. But for damage percent, on the other hand, tier 1 is, I believe it's 5%, and tier 4 is 16%. So it's like slightly lower scaling, which means that you should end up with more attack speed, just, you know, very generally speaking. Not that you want more of it, it's just that that's how it works, right? We can recycle this, it's very late. Melee damage is great. We get a tier 3 upgrade. Can it mean range, but we will take it, it's fine. And yeah, okay, here we go. We can go ahead and buy both of these. More damage percent for HP, a mouse, lifesteal, and enemies. I think that's actually pretty good. And we can even take a charcoal for +2 melee damage. So I did say I didn't want to take negative harvesting earlier. At this point it doesn't really matter. It's so late in the run that it's not going to make it much of a difference. We are against the impaled worm. And you could see in this phase, he is kind of doing a bunch of charges. There's not much to say about him. If whatever elite you end up fighting later is going to be extremely easy, because at this point in your run, you're just kind of running every enemy over without any sort of special technique or skill or anything. But yeah, the impaled worm, phase 1 he does do like these sort of dashes, like while throwing out 3 slashes consecutively. And then phase 2 you saw he was doing, where he like kind of went to the center. It's kind of a weird enemy. It's technically a little difficult since we're playing a melee character, but when you're this strong, it's not really difficult. Like we're hitting for 400 on some attacks, or on a lot of our attacks. Yeah, we're hitting so hard right now. And we got the anvil. This is very late though. I'm actually going to recycle it. If we got this earlier instead of the ricochet earlier, this would have been amazing, of course, because it would upgrade random weapons for us, but we basically aren't even going to get the chance to use this if we take it now. Melee damage, damage percent. Lightning shiv tier 3, that's what we want to see. And a coupon. Coupon's a little late, but we will take it. It might not actually be worth it because if we spend 1,000 materials with a coupon, it saves us 50, right? In the shop. If we spend that many materials on items. So we probably should have just skipped it. But it's fine, it's fine. Not a big deal. I can't help my instinct sometimes, right? Sometimes you see a coupon, you just take it without thinking. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say anymore, right? You can see how easy this is and how much damage we're dealing. Hitting for 500 with a lot of these crits. So we're dealing pretty much 300 to 500 damage per hit. Oh, there's a loot crate. Make sure I get that. Also gonna try and get the trees down. Another loot crate, there you go. Awarded. I should be a little careful here. Letting too many enemies hit me because I have 80 health, so we can recycle that. HP regen is probably worth it going into the final wave. It's not bad. Some more range is actually okay. A cursed missile. This is like the only cursed item that's going to do anything. This is 20% damage percent and only negative 2% attack speed. Okay, let's see what we have. Anything good here? More crit chance is good. So our lowest crit chance is actually 87%, is that right? 83% on the sharp tooth. Okay. Oh, we got a claw, but we can't pick it up either. This is crit chance and melee damage. It's probably worth getting here. A cursed scissors. Is it better than this one? It is. So if you notice, the tier 1 cursed scissors has better scaling than our tier 3 scissors. It's kind of insane, right? We're just going to skip it here. It's fine. But I just wanted to point that out to you guys. Very strong, the way cursed items scale in this game. And we didn't get anything. Well, cursed pile of books. Also, the fairy. The fairy would have been extremely strong. 25 HP regen. I said we don't care about HP regen, but obviously 22 HP regen technically. 22 HP regen for 200 materials is insanely good value. So we would have taken that. Yeah, here we go. Wave 20. And this might be a little difficult if you're not used to fighting these final bosses. But you can see, you just want to stay as far away as you can. And then just try and keep hitting them and move every time you see them turn red. You kind of get used to the intervals between their attacks eventually. Or you can just dodge them better on instinct the more you play. But yeah, that's the Gladiator. Extremely easy wave 20. This character is super strong in 20 wave runs. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. That is it for today. Maybe leave a like and comment. Or sorry, leave a like and subscribe. And you can leave comments if you like. I always read them. Tomorrow, we are going to be playing the Saver. So if you guys come and watch that. But that's it for today, okay? So I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Bye-bye.